Hey guys, what's up? It's Clinton Drew here. So here's part two of this massive coin store finds, mostly from April, and this one here is from the beginning of May. This was actually last week. Today is May the 8th of 2015, a Friday. I went to the coin store on Sunday. I think that was like May 2nd, May 1st, something like that. Whatever date that was. And I picked up all this stuff here, including this big bag of nickels that I went through here. 26 nickels there, plus all these coins here. 26 including these three. 23 excluding them, of course. And all that stuff there for a total of $8.30. Now, that's quite surprising to me because all these nickels here I got for straight face value, and there's some good dates in here. I'm not going to show every single one of them, but I'll just tell you guys what happened here. So I walked in the coin store on Sunday, and Sunday was a really good day for me. I was going crazy, not like literally, you know, mentally crazy or anything, but I was pretty happy of all the things that I had been picking up lately. Because right before I went to the coin store, I went to the flea market, and right over there I picked up a Atari 2600 Junior for $2. It's untested, and there's a PS2 Slim down there, untested as well, for $3. But I'm certain that the bottom system, the PS2 right there, the small one under this system right here, works. I'm almost certain it'll work. It's like near mint condition, other than the fact that the bottom's scraped up a little bit. And I got these two memory cards here for the PS2, the red one and the blue one, or the black one, for $1 a piece. That PS2 Slim, the small one, even for parts, sells for between $20 and $40. Working, it's like a $50 system. The Atari working is like, you know, $30 system, but it's in pretty crappy shape. So I'll probably end up selling it on eBay for parts. And there's really not that many that I've sold on eBay for parts, yet alone any of them for sale. Any completed listings of parts for those, because they're pretty rare. So that might sell really easy. But yeah, that was all for $7, and I was really ecstatic after that. And went straight to the coin store right after that, and found all this stuff, and I got like ×6 happier, to be entirely honest. That whole day was full of just, I think the day before I went to a yard sale, my dad picked up two older record players from the 80s or 90s for $20 total. And one of the systems alone is about a $150 system. And I was pretty ecstatic for him because we picked that up, and I found the article and drove him there to the place. It was a moving sale inside you know, like a walk around house thing. And we picked up that stuff. I don't have any pictures of the record player or something like that, but I got that stuff over there. So the next day on Sunday, and I'm doing the same thing this weekend, and hopefully, you know, the whole summer I'll be doing this, going to garage sales, looking for coins, looking for video game systems. Because about a month ago, I picked up a Nintendo 64 system for $5 from the same people I picked up all that for. And I picked up a fat PS2 that works for $5 as well. That's the one that's right there, bottom one, the thick one. That one's a little bit of a modded system that someone had before me, obviously. They made a bunch of mods to it. It's like a $60 system. But yeah, enough of that. Let's get to the coins here, guys. So basically what happened when I walked in the coin store, they had some newer stuff. I asked them if I could take a look at the wheat pennies, and I got 5 really, really good wheat pennies. 2 of them in here are just absolutely amazing. I think it's that one, and I needed that one for a book. This one's just absolutely crazy, and I'll show that at the end. I asked them if they had anything else, and they're like, well, we just got a bunch of nickels in. And Mr. K, I asked him if I could go through some of them. He said, yeah, they're mostly just normal Jeffersons. And he handed me a big bag, and I'll show you guys a picture of all the nickels I went through, probably right around here or something. But I went through that whole bag of nickels, and there were a bunch of dates. Literally, they were all Jefferson nickels. There was probably a good 6,000 or 7,000 there at least. I don't know, no idea. Massive bag, weighed like 30 pounds, like twice the amount of a box of nickels, or right around the box of nickels weight. But I picked out some nickels. They said that they bought it all for face value. They weighed them or they counted them, and they paid the guy face value. I think the owner did that, and they have no idea what they're doing with them. They're probably just gonna spend them or roll them up. So I picked out the ones that were nice. There was literally a mix of 38Ds, you know, really decent dates, 38Ss, 39Ds. I found like 5 or 7 of them. I gave it to Mr. K, and he put them in flips and priced them out. And since I helped him pretty much do that, find them out. He basically just said, hey, you know what, I'll sell these nickels to you for face value. I'm like, sweet, great deal. And there were a bunch of 1950s in the bag that I did not take. No 50Ds or anything, but just a bunch of 50 planes and a couple, you know, bad shaped 38Ds and stuff. Stuff that, you know, is obviously worth more than a nickel, but I picked out the best stuff. So this baggie here literally has random dates. There's like a 38D there. There's like 4 1938Ss, which are like semi-keys of the series, or key dates. There's a 55 plane. There's like 5 of those in there. 39Ss, 38Ds, all that good stuff. But out of the best ones that I found for the 38Ds were just in general the nicest ones, some of the nice ones. I pulled a couple of the nice ones out and I showed it to him, and he priced those out, put them in flips and put them on display. But a couple ones I didn't tell him about, just, you know, they're just kind of a little bit, I don't know, I didn't tell him. They're not, you know, too great, but there's a 1938D right there, and that one's in really good shape. I don't know if this one's uncirculated, but it's close. Lots of nice detail, 1938D. These are all going in flips, by the way. There's another 38. It's in really good shape. It's a 1938D. Very beautiful condition. And then this one here, another nice one. These will probably go in my book. It's a really nice shape. At least one of them will. They're 38, and that one's also a D. Big, thick rims, if you see that. Very nice 77-year-old coins. I picked these up for all face value, so I mean, that's about maybe $4 a coin, $3 a coin. So not bad at all. Definitely a good deal. And like I said, all those nickels, I got 26 of them, 23 of them, excluding those, but really good deal overall. And then I picked up 2 SLQs, and I was pretty happy with this, even though they are coma dates. I paid something like $3.35. So I basically just paid $6.75 for these 2 quarters. So you do the math, it's $3.37.5. There was a bunch of these SLQs in there. I've never seen so many SLQs in there, and even Mr. K noticed how there's so many SLQs in there. But I picked up the 2 nicest ones. They are common dates, and they are type 3s, but I'm still happy with that. There's a 1925. There were literally maybe 60 of them in there. There's only like 1 or 2 dateless ones. There was a 1917 type 1 that was dateless. But this is a 25 plane. Not bad at all. I don't think I have a 25 plane in my collection. I'd have to check. If I do, I'd probably trade it or something. And then I got this 26. I don't think I have a 26 plane in my collection. Really weird. I don't do much with the SLQs. Kind of just depends. I've picked up a couple of them in my past videos, but that's only if they're in, you know, semi-decent shape. But there's a 1926. Probably like a VG or an F. And I think that might be a rim ding. I'm not sure. No, that's not a rim ding. Some dirt on the rim. Yeah, not a bad coin at all. For $6.75, that's basically the price or the value of that 1926 alone. So technically, I guess you could say I got the 25 for free, but just picked them up because, hey, they're dated SLQs, and, you know, fine condition plus SLQs. Whenever I see them in there, I'll grab them because they're worth more than junk silver. Because usually what happens to these quarters is that they just go into people's junk silver bags and stuff and get knocked around. So if I can save some, then sure, why not? And then I got these 5 cents, 5 wheat pennies for 25 cents. And it's literally amazing what one single measly quarter can actually do to you. And you know what you can buy with 1 quarter at a coin store. And I will show you guys this. Pretty crazy. I'd definitely rather own all these coins than some stupid quarter. So the first coin here, it's not that great of a coin, but I was really happy with it anyways. That's just some surface dirt there. That's nothing on the, I mean, it's on the coin, but it's not like, you know, anything crazy. It's just surface dirt. You could just take a small cloth or your t-shirt and kind of just get that off of it. But that's a 1917D. It's in really good shape. Probably like a VG10. I'm going to replace this one with the one that's in my book. The one that's in my book is a pretty crappy piece, if you ask me. So this one's a nice one. This is one. These are going to go in my Whitman book, my 1909 to 1940, not my Dansko. I'll save this one for last, and I will also save this one for last. I'll show you guys this one here. This one was an okay one. This is a 1916S. I really actually don't even need this one. It's just, hey, whatever. But yeah. G condition, if that. There's a little bit of a nick up there, but pretty wiped. But hey, it's a 16S, and I know these are a little bit more of a desirable date, so I figured why not. And then I got this 1932 here, and this one's gonna beat the one that's in my book every day. 1932, it's at least an XF or an AU, probably more towards an AU grade. And if I remember correctly, these ones in AU, the 32 planes catalog for a decent amount. I don't think that's a scratch. I think that's just dirt, but it could be a scratch. Right there. That goes straight down. Lots of detail for 1934. I will show you guys the price. This is the March of 2015 coin magazine, but it's still fairly accurate. Just a quick price guide, really. It's not saying that you can necessarily always get that, but I'll just refer to it. I need to grab my other one and put it in here and put this one away. But what year was that? 1932 plane. 1932 plane right there. $1.60 in G condition. If you go up to the, that's the XF range. XF to AU is a $6.75 to $13 coin, and I would give that an easy. Obviously an XF, probably close to the AU actually, probably more like an AU 53. It's in really nice condition. And then the two best find guys, two best finds. We'll go off with this one first because this one's a really good find. I scored another one, guys. I found, this is I think my third one I pulled out of this bin of wheat pennies. This was in a bag that was also in the bin of wheat pennies. And most of the things in the bag was just, you know, just crappy dates, 1940s, 1950s, some 30s and 20s here and there. And, you know, a couple 1919 S's and stuff. But then I saw this. It's 1909 looking up at me. And usually these 1909s, when they're non-VDBs, don't have this big thick rim around them on the obverse. But this one has one, and I knew it right away before I even flipped it over. It was going to be a VDB. This one's about AU 58. Might even be I don't think it's MS60, but it's very close. Has luster even still on it. It might be Chords a MS60, very possible. But that's a 1909 VDB. And I picked that at one up for 5 cents. Can you believe that? That's an easy $17 coin. And just because it's just a nice red-brown, it probably could pull off a $20 price tag easy. And I think that one beats the one that's in my book, so my Whitman one at least. Literally there's like nowhere on it. It's like an an AU 58. Like I said, could even be MS60, but it's very close. Could even be an MS61, I'm not sure. Definitely very nice. And then the best coin of them all, and I'd never found this date, and I don't know if I mentioned, but that's the third 1909 VDB I pulled out of there. Every 09 VDB I pulled out of there is like a VF plus. But this here, I've never pulled this date out, and I was really surprised. This is like a semi-key of the series. This is a 1911, very nice condition, right? Now the Denver Mint is a little bit of a better date, but the S Mint mark had only like 4 million minted. And look at this, guys, a 1911 S. Now this coin here is,
I want to give it like a VG10. I do want to give it a fine. It probably, no, that's probably towards the VG10 to fine 11 or fine 12 range. I picked that up for 5 cents. It is a great coin, and I need this one for my my Whitman book. I actually don't even have this one, my Whitman book. I only have one of these now. I have 2 of them. 1911S. But the thing is, the problem is, which I'm not too happy about, is that it does have a little bit of corrosion down there. Now, if you use something called Verticare, and I've mentioned it in the past, and I still need to purchase some, but the seller is a little bit away right now, so I'll contact him later on, or he might not even be away. But I could buy a solution for $18. That will take off that corrosion mark and actually not leave any signs that it ever was even there. It will look absolutely beautiful, and it's not, if it goes off for grading, it won't come back as a details coin because it does not affect the surface of the coin. It's not like using like some sort of disgusting, you know, like electrolysis or some crap like that, or some crappy method of cleaning coins. That's Verticare is pretty much the only clean, or the only safe way of cleaning gunk or corrosion off of coins. But that will probably easily come off, and that's just some surface dirt. It will actually take off the surface dirt and still leave the original patina. So for 5 cents, I don't know what to say. I really don't. It's an amazing coin, and for 5 cents, like I said, it's a great coin. And in prices, you know, these sell easily on eBay all the time for $35 in that condition. But this here's the 11S. In fine condition, it's a $55 catalog coin, which means you could probably get like 45 out of it with that corrosion mark. But if you use Verticare, you could probably get towards the 50 to 52 range. But very nice overall. And I'm going to keep that coin. I was initially thinking of selling it, but then I realized, you know, I don't actually have one in my Whitman book. I'm not sure about this 09 VDB. I'll probably pop that one in my book. Same thing with the 32, and then the VDB that I'm taking out of my book will probably be for sale or something like that, on eBay, or, you know, a Facebook auction group or something like that, or you guys. I do a trade. But yeah, guys, thanks guys for watching. Happy hunting, and I will see you guys later.